We are not asking for your monies. We have enough money to live on. We are not asking for a visa to heaven. We don't even have the application forms. We are asking a simple question. Moi, I must say, NDC, John Mahama, they are not the alternative. No, give us a name. Give us a name and give us a resume. Let us compare that person and let us compare the alternative. If the NDC and NPP are not alternatives, who is the alternative? Grant an interview. Abraham, what platform you can come and listen to my views. I'm not telling you say listen and take my view. No, but you should go back and say Akrawe, as much as I hate him, they all cano and that is what we are doing here. So nobody should think say it will be. When I started this job, every single thing got to me, and it's one of those experiences you learn. Every single thing got to me. Because I'm I have to reply. Because I'm I have to make sure say I have send a message. Along the way, I realized that the focus should be on the bigger picture. The focus should be there. Because of me, Obit rent, and I'm glad. At least I've created one internet job, one foolish man. So I get so excited when people feast on what I do. And those are some of the things I used to buy obey. Yes, the obey and a business and the agra damone a year obinimune a obofomo a use no. So it's basically the same thing. If I say I'm the internet Jesus, mena me the internet Christo, a ye mena ye frame isana. It is what I do. Mende me kwa what I have done. You will still feed on it and survive. Obi trying to rent just for putting my name in his caption. And I am not God. It is because moment, that is what it calls for. For the past few days, me tie in Sembebre on social media, on Facebook, and in fact, I don't pay attention to a lot of things. Me as a person, I don't really go on Facebook to go look for individuals to watch or shows to watch. I don't do that. Maybe my team are more hard and they will say, "Oh, boss, have you heard this? This is going on." I'm like, yeah, let them do what they want to do because it will be our platform. The way I'm our platform, you also have that platform, and you have all the right to say whatever you want to say. If I have to criticize you and you criticize me back, I don't have a problem with that, But we need to understand more me, especially more amanone, and I'm going to trim this down. More freedom fighters. More neutrals. More sebio. Ghana bibia yedru no enyansafo ni Ghana biom mo na sebio mo nyansa mo betumi aboa amadwuma de we akoso etese me ameti hai. The question to you guys and say sisia no ye nyina ye kasa ye nyina ye ka Ghana ho nsem edie na mope. And this is a question we need to be asking yahu. We all need to ask each other. We a freedom fighter, we are neutral, we are we say Ghana politics, no umpe politics, but ope at the power of Ghana. We get it. It makes sense. We all understand that. Now the question here is, at the end of the day, what is the end game? The end game, no, and it's saying, oh kasa, me kasa, asimisi kasa, or benten kasa. We are all talking. We all have different topics we speak on. We all have different agendas. Now the issue here is Munyina plus including myself. Your end game is saying, I'm going to say this today on this platform. LoudSilence Media, LoudSilence TV was built to speak truth to Ghanaians, and through that we've come to that conclusion. Say between the NDC and the NPP, the NDC is better when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to health, when it comes to economy-wise, when it comes to governance. Through our investigations, our discoveries, our exposés, we've come to that realization and conclusion. Say it is better Ghana right now is ruled by the NDC. We have gone through the two parties, their manifestos, what they have done to contribute to the development of Ghana. As a third world country, no, we all know, say, our basic thing we need is infrastructure to start. It will propel our development. Without having basic infrastructure and also opening up the country through different forms of infrastructure, no, we will not get to where we are. So we need to understand. Say, bibi efe abrochire na bibi na efe abrochire na enema abrochire ya abrochire ma obi abeye adwuma anase obi ani omudi eye insawoso ema abrochire anase Germany, US, UK omunyina so be powerful. Now, we on this platform, LoudSilence TV, we have made it straight and we have said it, and we are not going to change that. That between the two parties, the NDC and PP, we believe from our exposés, from Kufuor time, Atamil's time, Mahama time, Kufuor time, we believe that the NDC is more superior, much superior. It is bigger than the NPP when it comes to thinking and governance. So, eba adwene edibu mind. Any amabu, any senior yetoto mind ya. We here on LoudSilence TV, myself, we believe that the NDC is far better than the NPP. You have your own opinion, I understand, and I respect that. But just tell me, so let me say, I see the NDC a formidable side, a more advanced, a more forward-looking party that through what they have done, I can use that as my basis to say they need to, at the end of the rule Ghana now from 2024 or whatever. Give me your reason why you don't think the NDC does not deserve it. Now, the reason why I just ask a simple question and say, we've seen people are passionate about politics in Ghana today. People want to be heard. Some people just want to make money. Some people are like, oh, send me coins. Some people are, oh, this is my page. I'm going to try and feed on people who are basically making the news, who are really selling something good, so they have a lot of following. They'll capitalize on the small things. There are a lot of people too on social media, but they are still trying to fit in and become intelligent. And I don't understand. I don't have a problem, because you don't have to be a graduate to be intelligent. All that you need to do is apply common sense and also learn a little bit, and then put the two together. Then you get what you want to do, to the end, to where you want to get to. Now, the question I want to ask these people, and then more multi social media, Debiano, Mibusamo say, from what we saw in Parliament recently, the parliamentarians at the end of the day, Ghana of Wunina, we all got to that point to say we know for a fact to say Kufuor and his group of family members, they have run this country down. And in our history, President Ibiam Betinaswa or the Bush of Webuma Kufuor. In the history of Ghana, President Ibiam Betinaswa, corruption, Adokro Ghana, Kufuor. In the history of this country, President Ibiam Betinaswa and as a party Biamba power, Oma Bob Bisia a change this particular government. In the history of Kufuor and as a MPP governance, we things that have been done by these people. Killing of individuals during elections, maiming journalists, going after so-called freedom fighters and people who are ready to speak truth. We've never seen anything like that. So we have done all these comparisons. The question I want to ask you people, and I say, dede amoye, dede amokasa, eba amubu, munimu fifre, eye bonka mudidem. The question is, what do you want? Tell us na yemwamo. Because if people can tell us what you want, we can also help by contributing. But muntumi shada maye any substantive reason. And I say muntumi shada maye any solid reason a say ahana moko ana ahana moko. And our social media and I say emaba social media so we just want to ask this. Because if you are saying say NPP NDC a pa, give me a reason why you the same. Give me a reason why you think say NDC and MPP are the same under this leadership. So we want Ghanaians, Ghana for TBBC. All that we are doing here, we are humans. But the best I can do, and say, Sadibia Cherosono, not Minyan Sanudruwa, Mitma Chechimwatiase. And I've made my stance clear to every single individual. Say, this is what this platform stands for now. And these words are very important to me. This platform stands for now. And I say, we want the NDC to win election 2024. Because you are compared two parties, and we have made our case. So for now, this platform is an an NDC platform that wants to bring John Mahama to power to continue what he didn't finish. I would love to see all the chip compounds back, working effectively. I would like to see lots and lots of roads at John Mahama and offer being count. I would like to see all the polyclinics at John Mahama and NDC, and I just want to see more. I would like to see more airports in Ghana. I would like to see, say, young nurses every school, they will get a place to work in Ghana and be paid decently. Men perceive the nurse because UK near command 1,000. Now you're treating this aboa. I don't want to do that. I would like to see young teachers, we training college, work out and get to at the end be employed in e-blocks around the country. Almost enya ejuma aya omoye to say nipa. So these are some of the reasons why at this point I sit and this platform sit and say we believe John Mahama is the better option. The better option now. Inti ya pesa mo so much reason tia adikudie ntia NPP nya option, NDC nya option. Na option no any day because whether we like it or not, this country has to be governed. This country has to be governed, and it has to be governed by a political party or a politician. So at this point, I must say what we are doing, we are not making sense. Make sense to us. Where you are heading, because what we are seeing now is that you are all confused, and we are not going to waste our time on fools, confused souls, because baby, I want to see Abroche, UK, America, Germany. You see governance, you see it every single day. It reflects in your life. In fact, when you juma cry 3 you may be so from my own person. In fact, baby, I would know your weekly salary will not drop until you know what governance is. You know what you soon try that. Or light in Dumia, we see every time. A coin say a flood crowd within the next 2-3 days. No, in Sonia Chinina, Yasaya Quino, traffic light to Duma within 24 hours. It's working less than that. Inti what is side we to Sesibia, Mesumitimuno. So the question here is, dear na we to see and still you are still saying say the NPP and the NDC are the same. My alternative. So when to me am my right alternative, and that's when to me are my reasons why I walk say. Can we tell about them? As we see we about them and the idea you empower by way and the empower by way and the third force on the wine. Who is the third force? Who are the third forces? Who are the people you people are rooting for? Be bold and let us all think and reason together. Somebody dear bana say you must nyansa woma. Why? Munyanipa. Why? We all follow. We just want that. Because to me, me de bian maka, me say the NDC is better than the NPP. Currently, I believe the NDC should control Ghana, to rule Ghana. What the NDC saying? Also, me pay. I didn't know me pay. Also, me nye. I didn't know me. Se say alternative biana. Give us. Mon fambra de enchange. Did no any attempt did no and enkai bibia because at the end of the day we are living better than you. We are doing better than you. We have been able to secure a lot in life than you. So in all aspects of life, we are above you. I don't want to go into that. I mean, I don't use material stuff to judge people. No, and you'll be on your born say, you'll be on your so I don't care about those things. So I don't lower my conversation to that part, and I will wait. I know, but I want you to at least apply the common sense and yanko pon the mouth. Those called neutrals, freedom fighters, more my alternative. We have been yearning for this. I've given you people homework. 2 months ni give us an alternative that you think is better than the NDC. Send your 2024 ni to aba. Na ya must NPP nyeno. Ni nyina ya kwa ma sad alternative no. Because media me say the NDC John Mahama is the alternative. It's mama ye bibi. Dedene mwamo. Mosusa menopause at this point mwamo. This is not a time for young men like you to be having blood pressure. Na pimples Ghana for a argument basis. Ye jai santi mono. Se si ana ahemfo no omo nsam ni hobiom ntimu nyansa mo hye nyansa mo nka. Otumfo mi amena na ne ho nsam mba biom. Se si ano ayem dam. Se si ano munya ahemfo nsam nka biom. Munya Asantehene ndi omatem biom. Munya Mfantefo ndi omatem. Nti si ana I say intellectual conversational and discussional it has become difficult. Munya idea moye no. Se mo pese etie mo pese Ghana fo hu se munim nyansa, mo pese mo de mo nyansa boa Ghana. Endet ni ochne, mo be ma din, mo fa din beto wo. Maka on this platform. Majority of people might not like me, and majority of people like me. My kind of platform we so. There are senior politicians in Ghana. Your uncle form started politics now you be crying woman. Your uncle form started politics time nobody has been able, nobody has been bold to say I am better than John Mahama in Ghana when it comes to politics. None of these people. You know why? Because they know. Those people in Ghana politics today, tive so say vote for me, I am better than Mahama. They can never do it. You know why? Because they know the person they are going to go head to head with. They know what John Mahama is made out of when it comes to politics in Africa. And until you don't see or hear these people do that, because almost person bears are mistaken. The moment John Mahama's CV is pulled, every CV into me engine and also. And let me tell you people here, John Mahama has never been a perfect politician. You'll find to it. John Dramani Mahama has never been a perfect politician. During Mahama's time, things went bad. During Mahama's time, we went to IMF. During Mahama's time, there were things that at the end of the day, administrative-wise, governance-wise, he did not get right. So nobody is sitting anywhere to say John Mahama is Jesus. No. And we are never going to get a Jesus to rule Ghana. But we are also not going to allow a dumb Satan to rule us. Because the advantage we have today in Ghana, and then Abuaye, this is the first time we have an ex-president contesting an election. Sankeni ex-president Anke Yafahin. Anke Yesi John Mahama ni Ghana or contesting because whatever Akufo-Addo has seen, John Mahama, he's seen it 1,000 times. And the difference is John Mahama's approach to Ghana's problems when he was president, when you compare it to today, you could see there's maturity in John Mahama's approach than these idiots. And these are some of the bases that Jinaso Kachira will say. We believe at this point, if you want to sustain our democracy, John Dramani Mahama is far better. Min hiya usika, min hiya se mekuta PhD, min hiya se meka se me baucho, me yani basic ama Ghana ni bia. Look around you in the country. Mo amotia bruchi amoye third force, neutrals. Me se motima bruchi na de na muntumba Ghana because life is good. Munyina mugu Germany, mugu UK, mugu America because life is good. Life is good, life is good. Ewa bruchi Europe, America no. Enya abuwe bi nebeye yo, eye politicians. Eye nipa ene tena se dwene yesi ye we ya obi free Ghana ba untumi mbumra no so. So you see hospital we ya asime si free Ghana ba na oni paper kra na ne yere benyema ana obi hia oba bi na oba so ni paper na onyema saa kwara na yebetumi agye na wo ama wawo afa no afa ne ba ama bema na ni agye. That is a system obi a build or Germany a wote no. That is a system obi a build or UK. That is the system we are building. And that is the system we want to see. We have given another Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP so many reasons and chances. As we speak today, the NPP aim to see one regional hospital under Nana Akufo-Addo's leadership. One regional hospital. John Mahama was president less than Akufo-Addo. Make years. Akufo-Addo has spent more time as president than John Mahama. And I will refi. You do 2024 na MPP Ebu Ghana the same years and na NDC Ebu Ghana the same years. Do your analysis. I'm not going to back at you people like dogs. No, you should know better. You should know more than Sebio Yeni Animo Mofi. So this is not a time to back at you people as dogs. I'm not going to do it. But mwankasa montanase, mo sorry na mo di Ghana for mpeni fo atem. Na mo si Ghana for mpeni fo ejimi. Ghana for mpeni fo nim nyansa. Omo mwa Ghana for mpeni fo bi aba e se Kwame Nkrumah ehun se e wo se de okohu abroche oyebi. Ghana for mpeni fo bi te se Kofo baaye. Wakwa abroche 1,000 times. Edien no ye. Ghana for mpeni fo te se Tamils baaye. Okwa abroche ko hu bibi. Edien no be ye. Ghana for mpeni fo te se eye Mahama baaye. Okwa abroche ko hu bibi. Edien no de be kan ye ho. Edien na Akufo-Addo e de abekan ye ho. Woti abroche, do your analysis and check. And yes, Obabetsna Hanwaka say, Ghana penifo nye, Ghana penifo Jimmy. Give me a reason why I should not vote for somebody who ruled less than 5 years in our republic. Ebin Sida to build Kotoka International Airport, to build a UGMC, to build the Northern Regional Hospital, to build railway lines, to change Ghana. We see it every day. To build all these schools, Masa, you're not president of Ghana, Waba, we see more than 5 schools. We see them around. So what should make me a young Ghanaian who has traveled to a lot of countries to sit here and say, the alternative shouldn't be John Mahama and the NDC? Why? The corruption we witnessed under NDC, they are witnessing in the NDC for Ghana for Sika. And it's a fact. You people know. It is a fact. Sika under the leadership of Akufo-Addo no. Yemfa Sika be that in the history of any president that has come before Akufo-Addo. Munim. Eka ya bo under these people 6 years. President Biani and Abaibien Baya Wabosa Kadibida. So ask yourself, what are the standards? Minjina Hena Menka say Akufo-Addo MPP Papa Chain, John Mahama and NDC. How do I do that? How do I do that as a young man? A young man who knows things, who has seen things. How do I do that? As much as I hate NDC or hate John Mahama, I cannot lower my level of intelligence and drop it on the ground to say, no. Because I expect my kids to see me as their dad who is intelligent. So, and because of politics, lower I know. Germany, NDC for Ghana for. The question is, you people should just come with one alternative. You pay one pay. I will support that person. Just give us a name. Give us a name. Give us a resume. And say, say, third force. Article 71. You change, we and NDC are the same. MP, Moma ye din bako. Mofan resume mbra. Now if you analysis ni share. Sa nipa we say ye John Mahama sinchen or no ni as a young man and woman. That's all I need. I am not asking for too much. I am not asking for a visa to heaven. I am just asking for a name. We on LoudSilence TV, we on this network, we are asking for a simple thing. Ye pedin keke. Na ye di hope ni ye bibia akudi echiri. That's all that we want. Give us something. Give us red meat. Get us angry. Let us all say yes. Way nana ye train. Way can be the third force. Way can be the alternative. That is all we are asking. We are not asking for much. And if you people are able to give us one, we will pick that person's resume and analyze the resume, put it side by side with John Mahama's resume, and then we as intelligent people will say, yes, way dear, John Mahama to me fan home and to we all need to follow this person. Ebi weng, where mon spend a lot of your time. Mon spend a lot of your time on such things. Let the people start to know a passion. Everybody will be our passion. But when it comes to passion and wisdom, they are totally two different things. So people, we are not asking too much. We are not asking for your girlfriends to be our girlfriends. We have enough girlfriends to deal with. We are not asking for your monies. We have enough money to live on. We are not asking for a visa to heaven. We don't even have the application forms. We are asking a simple question. I must say, NDC, John Mahama, they are not the alternative. No, give us a name. Give us a name and give us a resume. Let us compare that person and let us compare the alternative. If the NDC and NPP are not alternatives, who is the alternative? Now, let's take care of some business here. We don't hate anybody. We have never hated anyone. Me, majority of the people who talk about me, I don't know them. I don't follow them. I don't watch them. There's one thing I have tried, and the so-called young people who want to set up their own media houses, their own podcast, they want to do what we are doing. I give people opportunities. There's one thing I try to do. What I research on, what my team we do and put here, I try to stay away from the media. Hardly do you hear me granting interviews. I don't do it. Hardly do you see me bring a politician here to speak. I don't do it. You know why? Because politicians are robots. I have to decide. I have to look into that politician, look into their decision making, look into what they told me if they are implementing to make a decision. I don't need that person to come and lie to me about things I know he's lying to me about. I become a fool. And at that point, me ankasa to make him this because I don't need a politician who is not delivering to come sit before me and tell me it is in the pipeline. No. I'm never going to come on anybody's platform to grant an interview. Abraham, what platform you can come and listen to my views. I'm not telling you say listen and take my view. No. But you should go back and say, Akrawe, as much as I hate him, they all cano and that is what we are doing here. So nobody should think say it will be. When I started this job, every single thing got to me. And it's one of those experiences you learn. Every single thing got to me. Because I have to reply. Because I have to make sure say I have send a message. Along the way, I realized that the focus should be on the bigger picture. The focus should be there. Because of me, rent, and I'm glad. At least I've created one internet job, one foolish man. So I get so excited when people feast on what I do. And those are some of the things I used to buy obey. Yes, the obey and a business and the agra damone a ye obinimune a obofomo a usuno. So it's basically the same thing. If I say I'm the internet Jesus, mena me the internet Christo, a ye mena ye frame isana. It is what I do. Mende me kwa what I have done. You will still feed on it and survive. Obi trying to rent just for putting my name in his caption. And I am not God. It is because that is what it calls for. Whatever we say here, and yet personal, I've said this on my platform over and over. Nana Akuffoaddo is older than my father. Nana Akuffoaddo, when it's got to do with him as a dad to Jan Kroma or his daughters, Akuffoaddo is a fine dad like I'm a fine dad to my daughters. Nana Akuffoaddo is married to Rebecca or your husband. Nana Akuffoaddo is living in his father's house. It's his property. When you move that away and you put Akuffoaddo here and say who is the president of Ghana, he's the dumbest old fool I've ever seen. Because that capacity, and 2 million the man, he needs to exhibit, say, you'll be money 2 million. So when you move his fatherly figure and his Akuffoaddo life as a parent out, Nana Akuffoaddo as a politician is the most stupid politician I've ever seen, because you cannot pick cathedral over the lives of the poor. No. So people should know where the line I draw my lines. Why didn't go deep and I want to make an say. So it is not personal. Never. I can never walk anywhere in the world and see Akuffoaddo dying and walk away. I can't do it. Me to be that. I cannot even sit in the middle of some people that I know are saying things that are degrading my country and walk. No. I can never go see Akuffoaddo anywhere and say Akuffoaddo, when you had attack into I'm Kevin Taylor, I don't like his style of governance into my non-tetrum. I can't do it. My greatest enemy, I can't do it, because at the end of the day, Akuffoaddo is a Ghanaian. At the end of the day, he might be a bad leader, but he's a Ghanaian. He's human. But his leadership qualities makes him look like a fool when it comes to politics. And that is the line we need to draw. That is the line we, the young ones coming up, we need to draw. That is why sometimes, you get people on this platform trying to work on the conscience of people. They are trying to work on the conscience. In Koto, they are working on the conscience. Pierrot, Ransford, Black Rasta. When you see Abraham, it is working on your conscience to understand a woman, and a warrior, and it's something called miracle and magic. There's a difference between the two. There's a difference between miracle and magic. They are not the same. Until you people you need to know the distinction. It's not personal. It's saving our country. Magic is forever. Miracle is forever. Magic is temporal. And that is what we need to understand. Miracle is from God. It is forever. When you see the sun hanging in the sky, that is a miracle. When you see the moon come every night, it is a miracle. When you see the stars moving every night, staying where they stay, every night they're showing up, that is a miracle. When you see the ocean go and never ends, you don't know where it ends, that is a miracle. Magic lasts for a minute and it goes away, and you need to understand that. And with that, you need brains to understand. Also, I know, drop it to the level. We nipa, ye punching, chaya punching. They can train a monkey to behave like a human being, but there's something about human beings that are doing it, and that separates you from an animal. So this is not personal. This is not against the Akufo-Addo. This is not against Oforiatta. This is politics. We are trying to make you understand. So when people are given power, like politicians in more parliament, they serve us. When we are discussing the budget, that will, at the end of the day, yebehu say this kebi kwa senkre guama sebio abayo bia aka 2 weeks and 2 days mana wono yebetuma a chip compama sebio a work na adwoa yemfa ne to bucket mu mane nkowu no na MP eja hokọ akwakotena kata. You don't expect me to sit here and use nice words. Come Jimmy. So you people should understand what we are building. We are building, you know, the thinking capacity of the ordinary Ghanaian. We are making the ordinary Ghanaian understand, say, you have that right to move away from that. You can give your kids all the education in the world, but you cannot, at the end of the day, give them common sense. You cannot force them to think. Until let's put a distinction when we are making statements. Obia and Tai Obia, it is not personal. Now, this is Ghana. Before I do the job today, now I want to show you something. Now, see, this is under Akufo-Addo. Remember, John Mahama wasn't president for 8 years old. That thing, we need to get it in our head. John Mahama was president for less than 4 years as the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. I did to me sign executive order from 2012 to 2016. He was in court for 9 months. From 2012 in court for 9 months. A whole year, calendar year was gone. John Mahama was president from 2013 to 2016. 3 years. Inti se Oba Kumase na unhu eye kejetia marketer. 3 years. So Oba Nkran na unhu eye secular. Obi obedi president. 3 years. So unhu eye all the airport, whole airport, Sunyani airport. Unhu eye those edifice. Kotoka International Airport. 3 years. So Pokwase interchange, 3 years. UGMC, 3 years. All the E-blocks in Ghana, 3 years. The chip compounds, the polyclinics, this was done under 4 years. So when you come and we give you 6 years plus another 2 years, and you want to tell me, say, as we speak, you cannot point to one edifice that can save a Ghanaian. You are crazy. You don't deserve to lead me. You don't deserve to do that. You have to honorably walk away and say, I have lost it. I can't, because now I'm a drink. Say I drink it one idea, but outside I won't say I drink it. When you get in there, you need a bigger mind to rule. Now, Abrafona Omo resign every day in America and Europe, Asia. No, do you think they are foolish? No, they are sending a message by resigning and say, "Na me dream say efo." People resign conscience and when somebody releases a statement and says, I am the boss or I am the DN of this government institution, I am resigning now. That person is technically using the letter to tell you, say, I am thinking as a human being, and I am thinking I'm thinking like somebody who is not selfish, because this position, it's not my property. Somebody can also do what? Continue. So when you do the analysis, now still catch them and say, I hate Akufo-Addo. I don't hate Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo has wasted our resource. He has wasted every single thing that could have changed our lives. Because Wasimesi Bayano, he had a smaller government. Asimesi to say Wabayano, na sika yawohono, na eden is such a sika winya from our natural resource. Time Mahama be the president from Atamos to Mahama. Oil like 2 years and the Akufo-Addo oil tune be 4 times. Gold and a tune sambreno and the gold that you tune Akufo-Addo tune be 4 times. What hasn't Akufo-Addo done? Besia Atamos to Mahama, a boy, Akufo-Addo abon 10 times. That's how you do your basic rational analysis as a human being. Politics and you're complex. And yet, you need to sit back and analyze. Sibia ultimate tinasika say World Cup we there may analyze the team's performance. Ghana bebe fie Morocco beko lenim or semi-finals. Argentina okase Morocco betima kwaje cup no. You have analyzed Morocco from day one. Their participation, their team play, their strategy, how they attack and defend at the same time. You have monitored their progress of play. You have monitored the teamwork, the coordination, the cohesion. I believe Morocco can win the World Cup because Oma conceded 1 goal and it was a self-inflicted goal. You do these things before you come to that conclusion. Send out 1,000 Ghana to, and then you have done your analysis. You are opening windows and seeing which is the best window I can penetrate. And no nipa. It is a OPK NDC now PK NPP. Put your heart aside. Me try soccer bet. Me try bet. Sometimes I bet against my own club, Manchester United. Because I know where my team, the strength is. I know games they can win and games they cannot win. I am investing in the game. As much as I love Manchester United, as much as United, we have a dang United as good. Me team here, Manchester United and Ashanti Gold. We am share and me or boss boy. As much as I love my team, I will try and defend Manchester on WhatsApp group and be like, yeah, United there. I will still have to sit back and say, no, I am investing in this. So, dear na me person behind the back, Makuma, and I made the investing and some agony. And that is where we want to get you people to. We are Santiniba, we get it. We are Uneniba, we have it. We are Srimniba, it's fine. Now, dear na open. Ghana for a motion or third force, Akuffoaddo there, and this me say, and if your last kobo, you can say for bet to work Ghana government, so will you do it? You wouldn't. You don't trust them when it comes to you personally, your investment. But the whole country want us to invest in these people. Akuffoaddo has the biggest government called Jubilee House, thousands of people there. And so kwasiafo be abroche so me third force or me freedom fighters NDC MPP are the same amount for be a company mon kwasiaboges will be $150 a person. Yeah, but just a company no idea. Kwasiafo boges we go say yeah freedom fighters MPP NDC are the same nwan nwan ma muni message kwasiafo Akuffoaddo obum abemu a munjintum